Hey there everyone, Ian here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be taking on one of the most widespread topics in the writing community. Something almost every writer has experienced in their lifetime, and that is writer's block. Overcoming writer's block is a challenging and sometimes long process to get past. It's very frustrating, but what matters in the end is how you act on it. I'm going to be giving you 8 different ways to break past writer's block to make the art that you love and are proud of. With that being said, let's get into it. Before we get into how to break past writer's block, it's important to know what causes writer's block. Some of the most common reasons why you could be blocked are not having an idea, no motivation, fear, or perfectionism. This list is not extensive. At the end of the day, writer's block is very personal, and you yourself have to come to the conclusion of what's causing the writer's block, and then you have to solve it yourself. These next 8 tips will give you a good way to start breaking out of writer's block, and if they help you get completely out of it, that's excellent. But if they don't, there are more tips out there you can find that'll maybe help fix your writer's block, or maybe a way you come up with yourself could get you past it. Now that you know what can cause writer's block, we are going to go into the 8 tips I have to break past writer's block permanently. The first tip I have for you is to take a break. And I don't mean staring at your computer, not writing kind of break. I mean a real break. Close your eyes, relax for 15 to 30 minutes. And sometimes relaxing gets your brain moving again. And once your brain is moving, you can start writing again, hopefully. It's very important that you allow yourself to relax during this break you have, because if you don't relax, then what's the point of taking your break? Next, you can come up with a plan. Now, some of you may point and laugh because I said the word planning. I understand you may have never done outlining or planning or want to plan anything, but give planning a shot. You don't know, it might end up helping you. Having a plan allows you to write without having to think about the characters or the plot as you push forward and write, because you already have it down to the side that you already know what's going to happen. The next one I have is to just write through it. If you just stare at your document or your notebook, you won't ever get anything done. It doesn't even have to be good. Your writing could just be what comes to your mind or whatever you outlined in your story if you have outlined. Sometimes pushing through the block is all that's needed to get through and continue writing your story. Tip number 4 is to write something else. Sometimes if you can't write what you're wanting to write, it could be beneficial to write something else on the side. And I don't mean abandoning your current novel until you're done, or abandoning it forever, because if you abandon it forever, then you'll never get that story out. Writing something else gives you a break and can allow you to feel refreshed when you return back to your main novel. Tip number 5 is to read something. And I don't mean just reading something to get your mind off things. That's a good way to do things, but it's also a good thing that if you are taking a break and reading instead, to study the plot and the characters and see if you can get any inspiration from that. You will get ideas and inspiration from others' writing, and you can apply it to your story, or you can just take it and use it as your way into writing again. Number 6 is to develop a regular writing habit. I'm calling myself out with this one because I currently don't have a regular writing routine, which I should get into soon, and I think you should have one, and here's why. Developing a habit will force discipline and will force your brain to work at that specific time that you set as long as you do it long enough. What's important for this is that you set time and show up. If you don't show up, then your writing habit will never take place. Tip number 7 is to change scenery. At the end of the day, you might just need to go and change your scenery. Go outside, go to a coffee shop, go somewhere to change the scene around you. Once you change places, different sounds, different scenery, different colors will be around you. This could get your juices flowing. Plus, depending on where you go, it could get you away from any distractions like dishes or cleaning or any other chores you have at home. The last and final tip is to forget perfectionism. This has been a problem I've had to deal with my entire life. I am a perfectionist. But what I've come to realize is that perfectionism is your enemy. Here's why. You're going to need to edit anyway. So why would you try to make it perfect when, one, there's no such thing as perfection. Perfection is subjective. And two, you're going to need to edit in the future. So why make it perfect? Or even attempt to make it perfect? The saying goes that you can't edit a blank page. And that is entirely true. So why keep trying to make it perfect when you need words down just to edit it? Writing sets the building blocks. Editing makes it look like you know what you're doing all along. And that's it. That's 8 ways for you to be able to break past writer's block. Comment below what you do to get past writer's block and what you thought of the video, or what I could do to improve the quality of these videos in the future. I hope this helped you, and if it did, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I will be posting videos like this every Sunday. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!